In a world where anything is possible, where what you get is a direct result of what you put in, where opportunity is equal for all and you choose your destiny, there is something we all search for, something that inspires us. It's the passion that inspires us. It's the speed that drives us. This is that world. This is your world. SSBB E-Sport. Live your dream.
Good evening, welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is race round 3 of the 2022 SSBB E-Sport Championship. It is the Endurance Championship that we are running tonight, and we are here at the RedBull Ring in Austria. And we have ourselves a wonderful evening of racing ahead of us. Luckily it's not raining in Austria just yet, so we have a magnificent race ahead of us. The Clubman's guys raced here on Friday, and the randomizer has decided that endurance guys are racing here too tonight. So welcome everybody, thank you for joining us in the comments. Let's just take a look at the current points and see where we are. So we are currently sitting with C's HKS leading the championship with 44 points. Second is Alex Sim Racing with 36. Third is Dens with 33. Tied with Ian Evo in fourth with 33. And bringing up your top 5 is Davide with 31. So the guys have been at it hammer and tongs in the practice, and we've got ourselves a full lobby tonight. It is pretty awesome to see. Thank you everybody for joining us. A whole lot of people. Alex W Sim Racing, Ollie is one of our Clubman's drivers, McFlurry, Doomcatty, another Clubman's driver, Matthew, Alex, we mentioned Bodom Reaper, Venture 26, welcome back, Safalicious, Death Raccoon, Mr. Bombastic, C's HKS, Davide, Sam SWD, another Clubman's driver, J Turbo Deluxe, and Dens. So we're about 3 minutes away from starting, and let me just let everybody know. So it is the standard endurance layout that we're going to be running tonight. It is the rule where you have to use you have to do 2 minimum stops, both of which have to be for tires and fuel. You also have to use 1 set of each different tire, so the competitor has to use the soft, the medium and the hard tire. And let's have a look quickly at the practice. Let's look at the times. So C's HK is currently quickest with a 35.860. Looks like Death Raccoon is second with a 36.3. Very good time from Death Raccoon. 36.4 is Venture 26. Now I don't know if everybody that is racing is here. Alex 36.5. So I'm not sure. Alex should be up here somewhere. So about 4th, but these are still obviously practice times. We're going to see now 1 minute to go. And these guys are going to do a 10-minute qualifier, and then they're going to jump into a 60-minute race. So we all love RedBull Ring. It's what I was saying, and what I'm picking up is it's very much a love-hate kind of circuit. A lot of people either love it or they hate it. I particularly really like it. There's a lot of pace around here. It's a very technical circuit, fast, flowy. You got to get the corners right. That corner in particular we're looking at there is exceptionally difficult to nail. So turn 1, turn 2, so hard to get right. Turn 2 especially, really got to get on the power, feed it in nicely. So right, it is time to go racing. Let me let everybody know. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. We get this party started. And we're starting qualifying already. Venture 26 looking super racy. 0.064 just ahead of Death Raccoon. Extremely quick. So 10 minutes of qualifying, that's what these guys have. These guys and girls. Got this car in my ears here. Solid audio. But as these cars come out, it's really loud. That's it. There we go. Good evening, Ian. In the comments, let me know what the audio is like, everyone. And let's have ourselves a great evening's racing. Just gonna have a drink quick, I'll be right back. So this category was supposed to be a mid-engine rear-wheel drive category, and it's turned out to be the Ferrari Challenge. So I'm not sure why that is. Obviously the Ferrari is the best car in most respects as an all-rounder. A couple of people chose the McLaren. Just doesn't seem to favor the slower tracks. And as a net result is that the Ferrari is just quicker. So we're looking at Ducati, also very quick driver. Comes from Clubman's, one of our Clubman's drivers. Second, Alex W Racing 17. That's Alex that's changed his PSN once again. Alex proved to be very quick. He's come a long way. Found a lot of pace in this gorgeous looking Morph My liveried car. Third is Denz. This is just third in position as they're leaving stunning livery. Welcome Denz. Safalicious in the Dirt Nurse car. A lot of the Pro-Am drivers racing here as well. And the Pro-Am guys raced at Mount Panorama on Friday. Fantastic event that was. Fourth down the road is Venture 26, looking for some clean air. Fifth is Mr. Bombastic, also having a really good season so far. Seventh, Bodom Reaper in the lone McLaren, very fast car in a straight line. Eighth is Ollie, another one of our Clubman's drivers. Great to have him with us. 9th is Davide running, rocking one of the nicer liveries. Also, pretty much everybody's liveries are gorgeous. This is a stunning livery. Death Raccoon in the sister car. You'll notice that Death Raccoon and Davide have very, very similar liveries. The colors just vary a little bit. So McFlurry Twist in the 5-star racing Ferrari. Matthew also in a Ferrari. J Turbo Deluxe in a cheetah colored Ferrari. C's HKS, very, very quick driver, one of our quickest drivers that we've ever had. Sam SWDC's perhaps looking for some open track to get a decent lap in. We're about halfway through on the time. Sam coming into the pits. So, let's keep our eyes peeled. Mr. Bombastic. C's HKS, you can see, looking for a bit of track. We've got to keep our eyes on C's. What's going to happen? C's is an absolute weapon of a driver. Don't take anything away from all of these other drivers, but C's really raising the bar. It's great to have such high caliber drivers with us and raise the bar for everybody, and we all just kind of work together. So it looks like C's is looking for some open space. He's got McFlurry behind him. So once again looking for open space, perhaps even a slip. So I think C's is looking for that gap. So Bombastic still first. Looks like C's is also on the soft tire. C's gonna have to get out the way. Going into the pits. Not sure why. Not sure why. 4 minutes remaining. Alright, so Bombastic currently leading the charge by 0.064 ahead of this man, Venture 26. Looking very quick once again. Great to have Venture back with us. Car's sounding absolutely glorious. Third, Alex W Sim Racing 17, Alex W 17. So Alex rocking that Morph My Car. Fourth is J Turbo Deluxe. So where has C's gone? C's just gonna start from the back. No, put a new set of tires on. Probably gonna do a 1-lap wonder. Sure, interesting. So C's will most likely circulate, keep the tires cool, good enough to do. You can see C's is also using a lot of fuel, so this is an interesting strategy. Bombastic still first. We've got about 2 minutes 50 seconds remaining, so it looks like C's is going to go for it now. Let's drive on board and see if we can get the hot lap. Looks like there's space. 2 minutes remaining. Bombastic is out still, so I want to get this on board with C's HK. C's is proven to be so quick everywhere. Just reading Ian's comment. So C's getting a bit of air there. Okay, trying to get the car turned, getting a really good line onto the main straight. We've got to get good drive onto the main straight to make it count. So 2 minutes remaining. C's has used a lot of fuel. That's part of the strategy. You can see how late C's brake there. Bombastic still quickest at the moment. So C's 0.1 up already. This is going to be interesting. Brilliant strategy from C's, brilliantly played. The fuel consumption obviously works. Takes a very wide entry. You can see the car was moving around a lot on the brakes. And C's very, very smooth, obviously trying to get the car settled. But ego on the gas there, but 0.6 up already. It's a phenomenal effort. Doesn't really look like the car's on the ragged edge though. So really the strategy is, obviously you have to carry the corner speed, but the strategy was the tires and the fuel. Interesting, carrying a lot of corner speed. So let's see the time, 35.323, about 0.9 ahead of Venture 26. Wow, interesting. Well, C's go even quicker. So Venture 26 went quicker than Mr. Bombastic. About 0.18 bit quicker than Bombastic. C's 0.05 up on that quick time. Very interesting. It's master at work. It's wonderful to watch someone that's really in the zone. A lot of our drivers are really, really quick. Very, very in the zone. 36.2 from Venture 26. So Venture, the quickest of the rest of the drivers, is C's getting purple sectors. Used up most of the fuel. 0.17 up, so went quicker in both sectors. This is going to be an immense lap. The car just doesn't look like it's on the ragged edge, but obviously the speed is there. You can see massive speed. Using all the curb there on the exit. Very important to get onto the main straight quick. Went even quicker, 0.4 up, so 1.3 seconds. Alex went quicker, 0.036 quicker. Well done, Alex. That is a brilliant effort. So the quali is a 34.922. Alex second on a 36.2. Unbelievable, the pace. Venture third, 36.279. Alex on a 36.243. Fourth is J Turbo Deluxe, 36.333. All these drivers. Let's just go back and see. Venture's on the soft. J Turbo Deluxe is on the medium. That's a phenomenal time on a medium tire. Bombastic fifth on the medium as well, 36.4. Also brilliant time. Sixth is Sam SWD's 36.7. Brilliant time from a Pro-Am driver, Clubman's driver. So there's confirmation of your qualifying results. Brilliant, brilliant work from everybody. Wonderful to see that work from C's HKS. Ian Evo, it's Ian Evo. C's pace is just ridiculous. I agree, man. It's next level stuff. So Ian's also saying myself, Venture, Dens, all have the same liveries, just different colors. Okay, so let's get to the start here. This is going to be brilliant to watch. Keep your eyes peeled to see if we can see any lights. It's always a bit of a lottery whether we can see lights. We don't see any lights, but we see the cars move. So let's keep your eyes peeled for any action as we go up into turn one. We've got C's. Good God, I pushed the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it sees HKSW, Alex W Racing second. We're on board with C's. Look at the trainer Ferraris. And I tell you, it's obviously not what we were after. Alex looking for a way past C's, Rand's a bit deep on the brakes there, and has to be careful. Don't want to get involved in too much of an exchange too early, because obviously there is a price to pay for that. So you can see how close the cars are behind. So Venture didn't get a great start. That someone went off there in the background. No, it just went wide. So look at the pace. Look how frantic it is. Phenomenal to see. So we got C's HKS still leading the charge. Alex W second. Brilliant effort from Alex. Really proving to be a strong contender this season. Third is Mr. Bombastic, as we drive on board with Mr. Bombastic. Venture 26 in fourth. Let's watch out your leader come through onto the main straight, already with a 0.8 second gap. You can see where C's gets all the pace. It's through the top section, getting on the main straight. Brilliant to see. Some wonderful shots here. Alex second. You can see Bombastic closing the gap on Alex. Alex could potentially be fuel saving. So here's where we want to keep our eyes on the tires. Let's see. So C's already 1 second down the road. Bombastic running a bit wide there. So we're already getting people pushing. Looks like the tire wear is very similar. Alex on the medium tire. So Alex bumped Venture off on the medium tire. Bombastic also on the medium tire. Venture 26 on the soft tire. Death Raccoon in 5th place on the medium tire. 6th place is Denz on the medium tire. 7th is Davide. 8th is J Turbo Deluxe. Great train of cars going through here. 9th, Mad Field. 10th is Ollie. 11th, Bodom Reaper. 12th, Safalicious. Safalicious and Doomcat having a bit of an exchange. That's McFlurry who went off there. Sam SWD. Wow, that's a massive shunt. Massive off. Not sure what happened there. Looks like something has failed in the rig or something. So McFlurry currently having a good ding dong with Safalicious there. Let's go back to your leader. Sorry, we'll go back to that exchange with Safalicious. So that's Safalicious and McFlurry. McFlurry always playing the long game on the hard tires. He's deciding that's what he wants to start with. He's going to have a long race ahead. So Doomcatty up ahead, but Reaper just in front of him. So let's go back to your leaders. C's with a 1.4 second gap already. If we drive on board with Alex, we can look at the train. Venture 26 managed to get ahead of Mr. Bombastic. Wonderful to see. So let's keep our eyes on this Bombastic coming under pressure from Death Raccoon now. I have to hold on. We are about 8 minutes into this race, and there's really a lot of action we've had. And Bombastic having a bit of a difficult start, but looks like he's holding station for the meantime, but coming under huge pressure from Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon was very quick in the practice. Also quick in the qualifying. Got the slip, but it doesn't look like it's enough as they come into turn 1. Behind Death Raccoon, it's Denz and Davide having a great exchange there. So will Death Raccoon get past Bombastic over here? Turn 2 on the brakes. It looks like he's going to try. Looks like Venture's also catching on Alex there. So Davide Death Raccoon gets the move done. Brilliant move on Bombastic. Let's just go back there. So there you can see, straight up the inside, way past the B-pillar, very clean move. Brilliant work. So Death Raccoon making moves on the medium tyre. Mr. Bombastic out to 5th now. So 6 Dens. Dens and Davide having a bit of an exchange. Not really, it's just close racing. So Alex slowly getting hunted down by Venture 26. Drive on board. Let's drive on board with Venture. These cars really tricky sometimes. The mid-engine cars get on the power, it kind of understeers. You really have to learn to drive these cars. So Alex doing a good job to hold on. Looks like Venture kind of fainted there. Didn't really go for the move, just stuck the nose out. And even says full grid looks cool as F. It does, man. Very interesting exchange here at the front. C's not really running away. The pace is unbelievably frantic. Very interesting. Good driving from all of these guys. If I look at that steering wheel, that's the same wheel I have on my rig. That's the Ferrari Challenge wheel. Look at that. So good little battle between Alex and Venture here. Venture could be holding station, just trying to conserve fuel. Will it happen into turn 1? Doesn't look like it. Venture perhaps wants to stay there. So if we look at the fuel consumption between Venture, look at the tyres. Fuel consumption and tyres are a bit high. Alex seems to be using a bit less fuel. C's HKS once again an absolute master. Opened up the gap and now just managing the gap, managing the fuel and the tires. Tires are a bit more in terms of consumption. Fuel, he has more fuel. So brilliant driving from all of these drivers. Let's drive on board with Alex now. Great race developing between these two. So we saw Venture just make the move on Alex there. He waited for just the right time to be quite as clean as possible. It was a very, very good move. Very patient, very mature. It's great to see the drivers exercising patience and maturity. Alex not gonna really let him get away. Death Raccoon in fourth. But so look at the fuel consumption. Death Raccoon and Alex about the same. Venture's got a little less fuel. So Alex looks like less drama on board with Venture. Oh, Alex getting a big slide there. So if we go back to Death Raccoon is obviously is past Bombastic, but Bombastic could be fuel saving. Let's take a look at Bombastic's fuel. No, it's pretty much the same as Death Raccoon. So these two also in a battle of their own during this beautiful endurance race. Look at that gorgeous scenery. One of the circuits on my bucket list to do. I've done obviously all the South African circuits, but oh, Bombastic going off there. Apologies, running it deep there. Unusual, Bombastic perhaps using up tyres. Look at this exchange. Nice starts developing here. So as I was saying, I've done Laguna Seca in real life. I've done most of the South African circuits. In fact, I think all of the South African circuits. RedBull Ring is definitely one of my circuits I want to do. So it's something very special about this circuit. Some great racing between these guys. Oh, Lenz runs it a bit deep or makes a mistake there. So that's Davide running around the outside. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it done there. It looks like he's just ahead. And oh, Denz decides to pull out. So that allows Davide to get up to the front of this trio. That's great work by Davide. Brilliant work. I didn't think that he was going to be able to make the move down the outside, but through that fast sweep, it's never a good idea to get involved in the exchange there, because you just always go off into the middle of nowhere. So yeah, you want to be as careful as possible around that fast sweep. So brilliant work by Davide. It looks like J Turbo Deluxe making the move on Denz as well. So there we go, J Turbo Deluxe. That is Jake E from last season. I think also a winner, obviously a race winner, but a season winner as well. Jackie very quick in the Porsche. Great work from Jackie last year. Different year this year, different ball game, really tricky racing. So Denz, the biggest loser there, up into 8th place. 9th place we got Mad Theo on his own. Ollie and Bodom Reaper having a great little race here. And Saphalicious with McFlurry. Good little exchange between these two. Ducati on his own, possibly pitted already. This sees HKS really in a league of his own, out in first place. Really impressive drive from C's once again. Fuel consumption, Venture 26, using a ton of fuel. Going a bit deep on the brakes there. So Venture on the soft tyre. Alex running phenomenal pace on that medium tyre. Choosing to sit right behind Venture and conserve fuel and tyres. Alex running very deep on the brakes, almost into the back of Venture, but it's looking fine, absolutely nothing wrong. So let's go back. Death Raccoon and Bombastic still at it. Bombastic stuck to the back of Death Raccoon. However, Bombastic I think has used a lot more fuel. Bombastic on the medium, Death Raccoon on the medium. So it's interesting how we have these couples of cars. Sees is all out all on his own, broke away, and so at the start just broke, put his head down, broke away. But there's a little interesting maneuver here. Bombastic going around the outside, running it a bit wide. Don't think it was ever going to happen there. Oh, these two. It's good racing from these two. Venture 26 into the pits now. So Bombastic and Death Raccoon having a wonderful exchange. Matthew in the pits, Bodom Reaper in the pits, Venture 26 in the pits. Interesting. See how the different drivers use the tire and the fuel. So Alex kind of all on his own here. 4.3 seconds ahead of Bombastic. Bombastic will have to go into the pits. Death Raccoon can survive another lap. Bombastic will pit, so Death Raccoon out on his own. He's got Davide behind him. His teammate about 2.6 seconds behind him. Alex W17 about 5 seconds behind, in front of Death Raccoon. But look, this exchange behind these three still continues. We've got Davide with J Turbo Deluxe, Jackie and Den's having a great little dice. It's amazing how these cars pull away. It's just the natural pace of everyone. Davide out of fuel now. Alex is doing very well to conserve fuel. Very, very well. Really showing great pace. Your race leader, I tell you what, really special drive from CHKS. 9.3 seconds ahead. Phenomenal work. Still plenty fuel. 40 minutes in. CHK is leading the charge. So Alex still out there, starting to run out of fuel. Same with Death Raccoon, starting to run out of fuel. They'll have to put this lap. J Turbo Deluxe, same thing. Denz decides to come in. Davide decides to come in. So Felicia still out there, will come in. Oh, running it wide. Do an extra lap. McFlurry twist has fuel. McFlurry is an expert strategist. So doing well to stay out there. Venture 26 has refueled. Currently on the medium. So started on the soft, now on the medium. Bombastic has refueled. Currently 10th on the hard now. Den's busy putting fuel. Motorsport, boat on Reaper, has refueled tires. Matthew. Orders changing all the time. So Matthew, currently 11th, has refueled. Boat on Reaper, 12th, has refueled. Oh, making a rare mistake. Ducati 14th on the hard tire. So C's still out there doing another lap, last lap with the fuel. Alex about 11 seconds behind C's. Great work from C's once again. Just unreal. Janetsu Motorsport has joined us. I believe that's Brian. Brian is in South Africa, I think. Give us a shout out if you're in South Africa there, Brian. Welcome. So great racing once again. The C's HK is just really on another level. If you want to see something spectacular, go watch the qualifying. C's just showing really how it's done. True professionalism. So McFlurry currently second, hasn't pitted, will have to pit now. Venture 26 has pitted, so Venture 26 in third place. Be interesting to see where Alex comes out. So Venture pitted early, did a huge undercut. Alex behind Venture, about 4 seconds behind Venture. So Alex on the soft tire now, Venture on the medium. So Venture's doing 37s, 36.6. Alex 37s on the medium as well. So pretty much the same. Venture pushing hard there, running it a bit too deep. Good work from Venture, driving really well. So there you can see the gap, 2.5 seconds. McFlurry will come in. Sees your race leader is in the pits at the moment. Was on the soft tire. Will probably go to the medium or the hard, filling up with fuel. Venture 26 coming around onto the main straight now. So C's HKS has got full tank of fuel. C's, come on. So C's has exited the pits in between turn 1 and 2, going up, leading up to turn 1. So your second place driver is Venture 26, 9 seconds behind C's HKS. Venture's made up great ground. Alex slowly catching Venture. Alex on the soft tire. Alex on the soft, Venture on the medium. C's is on the medium tire. We're 35 minutes into this race. C's is going to push their tire to the second last lap. That's what they did last year. What C's did in the first round, sorry. And it was a brilliant move. Basically did the whole race on the soft and the medium, did 1 lap on the hard. Unreal. Fourth, Bombastic. Has stopped now on the hard tire. Fifth is Davide. These three continue on. J Turbo Deluxe, Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon, the biggest loser there. Den's also the biggest loser. Interesting. Davide had a great result there. These are the Futu Mods drivers, Davide and Death Raccoon. One of our season sponsors. J Turbo Deluxe in 6th place, doing a fine job coming up through the ranks. 7th, Death Raccoon holding on. Like I say, big didn't have a great result from that pit stop. 8th is Dens holding on, battling with that trio of cars, but in a solid 8th. 9th, Mad Theo, also one of your Clubman's drivers, raced Clubman's for a bit. Prefers endurance. Savalicious out in 9th place, 10th place in the Dirt News car. Bodom Reaper 11th, with Ollie behind Bodom. Oh, Ollie making a bit of mistake on the brakes there, getting the thing all locked up, but managing to get through there quite nicely. So looks like Ollie's looking to make a move on Bodom Reaper down the back straight. In between turn 1 and, well, turn 2 and turn 3. Yeah, we're right on board with Bodom Reaper. That McLaren looks like it is a handful. So Ollie looking for a road past Bodom Reaper, battling to find it. Here we go, up the inside. Bodom running a bit wide there, and Ollie just making the move up the inside. But Bodom back up the inside of Ollie again. That's the thing, that McLaren is so fast in a straight line. Let's go back to Venture 26. Looks like Alex has closed the gap on Venture 26. Alex is on the soft tyre, Venture on the medium. Hello everybody in the comments. Not sure where you are in the world, but thanks for joining us. Great evening this evening. We've had amazing racing this whole weekend. Some stunning circuits. We're riding on board with Venture 26 with Alex, about 0.2 behind him. So now Venture becomes the hunted, and Alex the hunter. It's exactly the opposite of what it was a few laps ago. CZHK is 10 seconds ahead of these two. So not that far ahead, but these two deciding they want to battle it out for last spot. Alex trying, second spot on the podium. Alex trying to make his way around the outside of turn 1. Not really going to happen there. These guys giving each other a lot of room. Venture squeezing Alex a bit there on the turn in was fine, nothing wrong there. It's good racing side by side pretty much everywhere. Venture squeezing Alex a bit as well. Again, it's nothing wrong. Bit of contact between these two, but making Alex really work for that position. It's very good driving, very good defensive driving. Not too aggressive on the brakes, but letting him know you're not just going to give the position up. It's good racing, very good racing. Alex pushing Venture very, very hard to give up that position or make a mistake. So Venture runs it a bit wide there. Alex very, very close. Not sure if there was contact. We'll go back and see. But good racing from these two. Very technical driving. Venture taking an extremely wide line, getting a very good exit. Might pick up a penalty, not sure, but that was a very good exit. Took a very, very wide line, maximized the exit. You can see what that the dividends that has paid. It's given him 0.8 the end of turn of that straight, coming up into turn 2, and he's nailed turn 2 as well. Let's go back and see. Not sure if there was contact there. Hard to see. Let's just go back again. Right on board with Alex. Yeah, there was a bit of contact there. That's why Venture ran it a bit wide. But in the end, Alex might have come off and given it back a bit. So Alex still hunting Venture down. This very, very good challenge between these two. Alex on the soft tire, Venture on the medium tire. Very good technical racing between both of these guys, giving each other a lot of room, a lot of respect, a lot of speed between these drivers, both exceptional drivers. So Alex might go for the move here on the brakes. Venture taking a very wide line, Venture turning in. Nothing in it between them. Lots of door banging, we'd love to see it. Very close racing, nothing in it. Absolutely side by side. I don't even know how many laps these guys have done side by side, but it's phenomenal racing up into turn 2. Still side by side. Alex with the inside now. Gets it a bit crossed up on the curb. That unsettled the car quite a lot, and you can see that Venture now managed to get ahead just because of that tiny little mistake. It's literally 0.1 or so, 0.2, but it unsettles the car so much. You just slides that rear end, and you can't put the power down. So once again, brilliant racing. CZHK is 13 seconds down the road now. Alex piling on the pressure. Venture doing very well to hold on here. The race is really between these two, both on the medium, both on a very similar pace. Alex started on the soft, now on the medium. Venture started on the medium. Sorry, I'm just reverse. Alex started on the medium, now on the soft. Venture started on the soft, now on the medium. Venture's not just going to give this up. Alex is not just going to give this up. Very good racing between these two. You can see nothing in it side by side. Alex might go for the move, he's not. Oh, it's very close, very close. Was there contact? Don't know. Alex gets good drive, but gives Venture the hurry up. So might have just touched him on the brakes, but gave him the hurry up on the exit. So good racing nonetheless. Venture going defensive again. Squeezing Alex a bit. Alex gets... Venture ghosts a bit, but Alex manages to get a good drive out of that. Meanwhile, J Turbo Deluxe is slowly closing the gap on these two. 4 seconds down the road. That is interesting. So Jack E, we know he's also extremely good. And while these two scrap it out, Jack E is closing the gap. 3.9 seconds now on that soft tire. Still got plenty tire, still got plenty fuel. Let's look at the fuel consumption. So Jack E and Alex and Venture. Oh, Venture is out of fuel. Alright, so Venture's going to have to pit. Venture used a lot of fuel in that opening stint. He's used a lot of fuel again now. So he's done well to defend his position. Alex is looking for the move. There's no point in trying to fight Alex here. So you're going into the pits anyway. So there we go. Venture into the pits. Brilliant driving from Venture. Venture's copped a lot of flack for some aggressive moves, and it's very small technical stuff, but when you're racing at this level, you can't afford small technical issues. It has to be very clean, which it was. That was an exceptional exchange between these two drivers, pretty much at the top of their game. J Turbo Deluxe slowly closing the gap, but he has Davide 0.8 behind him. So he's pulling Davide along, and these two are catching Alex slowly. Death Raccoon out in 5th place. I'm going to have a sip of water. That was quite a mouthful. Alright, we are back watching some good racing here from Death Raccoon with Dens 0.8 behind Death Raccoon. Davide up in still in 4th place. J Turbo Deluxe hasn't really made up any more ground on Alex. Alex in 2nd place. 16 seconds behind C's. So Alex looking to go long, obviously one more pit stop. He's going to go as long as he can on the soft tyre. He'll have to go to the hard tyre. Where is Venture? Venture out in the hard tyre. So you can see Venture is pushing very hard. Very hard. Venture will have to do another stop. And it looks like Venture is on that 3-stop strategy. Alex is on the 2-stop strategy. So Venture could do another splash and dash, go on the soft and go maximum. I don't know if it's going to work, to be honest. It's a tough call. So 5.3 seconds down the road is Davide. Davide and Jack E got involved in a bit of an exchange. These two are side by side as they come up into turn 3. Jack E running it a bit wide on the exit, but puts Davide pretty much side by side, but he slots in behind Jack E once again. So good driving from Davide. He's out of fuel though, so he will have to go in and fill up again. Interesting battles. Oh, Davide stays out. J Turbo Deluxe goes in. Interesting. So Alex still out there, passing drivers. Still got decent fuel. C's HKS, just unbelievable how C's is able to use such a small amount of fuel. 36.9 on the medium tire. So C's not really using tires, not really using fuel. Not sure what C's is doing, but not consuming consumables. He's carrying a lot of speed, doing a great job. Alex also doing a phenomenal job. Alex in second. Not sure if he'll come in on the next lap or stay out one more lap. Not sure, but we are 18 minutes to go. We've done 26 laps. Alex will looks like Alex will have to come in the next lap. Alex will want to finish on the next tank of fuel. So it'll be interesting where Alex comes out and how much fuel he's going to put in and where it's going to place him relative to Venture 26. So Venture 26 up into 4th place already, 5 seconds ahead of J Turbo Deluxe. So but Venture 26 has been doing laps on the hard tyres, so 37.5, 30, 38.2, 37.9, 37.3. So let's look at Alex's times. 37.1, 37.4, 37.8, 37.4. Very, very similar. Alex is going to come in now, and this is going to be very interesting. Where does this place Alex? Safalicious is still in 3rd. Venture 26 about 3 seconds behind Safalicious. So they're kind of coming through the middle of the circuit, and it's going to be neck and neck where Alex comes out. Venture 26 in 4th. Venture on the hard tyre. Let's see. Alex has next to no fuel. Oh, Venture running it very wide. Big mistake there from Venture. Big mistake. Alex still filling up with fuel. So Alex is gonna go long. Venture coming through turn 1, so it's very close between Alex and Venture. 0.8 the gap. So Venture with massive speed, obviously on the exit of turn 1. So they are neck and neck. It's very interesting. Pretty much side by side as they go into turn 2. So Venture with hot tires, Alex with cold tires. C's HK is 1 minute down the road, is now in the pits. The question is, will Venture be able to get to the end with this fuel, with this kind of fuel and tires? I don't think so. Whereas I think Alex will. Alex will get to the end. Venture's going to have to stop again. Interesting. C's HKS now going to have to go to the hard tire. Couldn't basically make that tire last, so filling up with fuel. We'll definitely go to the hard tire now. There we go. So Venture 26 goes into the pits. Interesting. So Venture 26 is going to go onto the soft tire and hunt Alex down. Alex on the hard tire. That's an interesting strategy. We'll have to put fuel in, but he's going to use a lot of fuel and a lot of tire to hunt Alex down. Not sure if it's going to be enough. And 14 minutes left. Will Venture just do a splash and dash? Such a bold strategy. Where is Venture 26? Up in 10th place. Onto the soft tire. 3/4 of a tank. Where is Alex? Venture's almost a minute down. Damn. Flurry coming out of the pit, so C's about 20 seconds in front of Alex. I don't think that 3-stop is going to work. Venture's just got too much work to do now. It looks like he's used too much fuel for some reason. I've been stripping engines the whole weekend, so my hands are a bit... South African turn, bit A9. So I think Alex has done well. He's done well here. J Turbo Deluxe, Jack E in 3rd place. Looks like Jack E's also done well. Gonna finish on that hard tire. Venture will be going for broke, but I think it's too little. It's just not enough. You're just going to use up way too much tire. 55 seconds. So it's effectively, because C's is 20 seconds ahead, it's effectively 35 seconds behind Alex. It's not enough. Tough call from Venture. Bombastic with the quickest lap, 1:35.7, phenomenal lap from Bombastic. So C's HKS on the hard tire. So Venture currently 8th, getting purple sectors everywhere. Venture on a flyer. Looking to go for broke here. Well, Venture's got huge work to do. It's just that soft tire also doesn't like to be punished like that lap after lap. So Venture's already 0.5 up on his best time. Bombastic also on the soft tire. Venture will be kicking himself. Just used too much fuel. This will be a stellar lap from Venture. 36.3. He's gonna almost have to do qualifying 35s like every lap. So C's HKS opening up the gap, 21.1 seconds now ahead of Venture, Alex, second on the hard tire. So Venture 2 seconds quicker a lap. I mean, if we look 38.0, Venture is 8th. Venture's doing 36s. And we've got potentially maybe 5 laps left. You know, that's 10 seconds. It's not enough. not nearly enough. So if you got 8, the gap is still 33 seconds, so Venture's going to be 20 seconds short. It's a pity. It was a bold move to go onto the soft tire. He's gone quicker, 36.3. It was a bold move to go onto the soft tire, but and do this 3-stopper, but it just wasn't going to work. Unfortunately, fuel conservation was still the order of the day. And Alex has got plenty of fuel to be able to finish the race, so Alex doing really well here. J Turbo Deluxe has Death Raccoon half a second behind Jay. Death Raccoon in 4th place, still with plenty fuel on the soft tire, so Jackie unfortunately is gonna lose out. That soft tire is just 2 seconds quicker, 1.5 to 2 seconds quicker a lap than the hard tire, especially when you're nursing fuel. So it's just a matter of time. It looks like Death Raccoon's going to make the move here. So Death Raccoon up into 4th place, into 3rd place. Apologies. So good move from Death Raccoon. Good strategy. Also has more fuel than Jackie J Turbo Deluxe. So Death Raccoon really playing the game very well. Playing the strategy to his advantage. Great work. I have to be careful with these cables by my legs, yeah. I'm gonna drop internet or anything like that now. Looks like my webcam is frozen. Oh man. Can you still hear me on the mic? Yeah, my webcam is frozen. Interesting. Thanks, Jay. I was trying to fix it there, but I'm not gonna try. Thanks, Edders. Mic is good. I'm not gonna try to fiddle with it now. Just now, I'll do something, and 6 minutes to go, and we lose signal. That would suck. But anyhow, thank you everybody for tuning in, staying and watching this battle. Let's go down the order. We 4th place. We've got J Turbo Deluxe still hanging in there. Anything can happen. 5th is Davide. 6th is Mr. Bombastic on the soft tire. 7th is Denz, also on the soft tire. 8th is Venture 26. With that strategy that just didn't pay off. 9th is Saphalicious. I'm so used to it's like written in my mind. Saphalicious in 10th. Right. 10th is McFlurry Twist. McFlurry's kind of just chilled out on the pace a bit. Ollie, Clubman's driver, in 11th. Bodom Reaper in the lone McLaren, 12th. Now Theo coming out of the pits in 13th, 14th. Doomcat, he sees HKS with an absolutely commanding drive. 4 minutes to go. 23 seconds ahead of anybody. Alex doing really well once again. in second place. 6.3 seconds ahead of Death Raccoon. You can see Death Raccoon coming down up into turn 2 at 1.4 seconds ahead of J Turbo Deluxe. Death Raccoon on the soft tire. Venture 26 has Venture made any inroads, battling to get past Dens, so they eventually looks like Venture gets past Dens. Good solid clean move on Dens then. Dens in 8th place, also on the soft tire. They go side by side, so Venture really suffering there on that strategy. Hurt him so much. It's hugely unfortunate because Venture and Alex had such a great battle, and it would be wonderful to see them both finish side by side like they did, but that's it's life. What can we do? Death Raccoon making great inroads on Alex here, 5.8 seconds behind Alex. Death Raccoon on the soft tire, pushing to try and get that second spot in the podium. But I think it's too little too late. You pretty much got 2 laps left. It's this lap and then another lap. So I'm just switching off the my wonderful angle. Thank you, Adders. And we're just gonna carry on watching the race. Death Raccoon driving a phenomenal race here. Different strategies, different drivers. After an hour of hard, intense sprint racing, this is what we sit with. C's HK is 24 seconds ahead of Alex W Racing 17. AW Racing 17. Alex using as much fuel as he can to get to extract the most pace. So there will be 1 lap left, pretty much. So I don't think Death Raccoon's going to catch Alex. C's HKS could potentially have another lap. That seems to happen every race. This guy's in second place finish and C's, because it's time based. And then C's HKS has a final parade lap. So it looks like C's will get another lap. Alex, I don't think will. Alex has used pretty much all his available fuel. C's HKS is still opening a gap and has just under a quarter of a tank. Absolutely phenomenal. Just blows the mind. 37 seconds remaining. C's will get another lap. 20 seconds remaining. I don't think Alex is going to get another lap. I could be wrong now. Let's see. Let's see if Alex finishes the race or will get another lap. 9 seconds, 8 seconds remaining. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So Alex is going to finish in second place. Come over the line. Great work by Alex, wonderful work, great driving. Death Raccoon in 3rd place, 4th place J Turbo Deluxe, 5th place will be Davide. Phenomenal work from Davide, giving us a drifting competition there. Well, an example of drifting. Bombastic getting rid of his penalty in 6th, 7th, venture 26. 8th is Dens coming over the line. Great work, Dens. Safalicious will come over the line in 9th place. Good result from Safalicious in the Dirt Nurse car. Getting onto the main straight. 10th is McFlurry Twist. Ollie in 11th. Let's see where your race leader is. Coming through the top section, C's HKS has absolutely dominated this race, getting onto the main straight. Phenomenal driving, phenomenal work. What more can we say? Commanding drive. Well done, C's HKS. Mr. Bombastic getting the quickest lap, 1:35.7. Great work from Bombastic. Must not forget to capture that. So Bombastic. Where is Bombastic? There we go. C's HKS with the quickest lap time. Well done, C's HKS, phenomenal drive. I'm going to capture the points, I'll be right back. Alrighty, thank you everybody for being patient with me. Let's see if we can see the points. There we go. Okay, so currently leading the championship is still C's HKS with 65 points. Second is Alex W Sim Racing, now changed his PSN, so that's AW Racing 17, 55 points. Davide doing a great job, 47 points. Den's in 4th place with 46, and bringing up your top 5, Death Raccoon with 37. Very close racing up in the top there. So that's going to be it for us this evening. My webcam has stopped working, but thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you everyone in the comments. We really appreciate all the support. Have yourselves a great week, and we'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe. Ciao.